Hello, welcome to Wargames with Niramas. I'm Joseph and I'm here today with Draco. It's over here. And we're doing this top head down here, whatever it's called. We're going to do an unboxing again. 18 more games from SSBeal that are still in shrink and are needed to be unboxed. And yeah, I need to, some of them I'll just do this unboxing, some will be playthroughs, some will be run-throughs and so on in the future. Kind of depends on the game and how hard it is and how well it's suited for different kinds of formats. I have a few games here that I will not be playing in the future. I'll just show you those in this unboxing. That's sort of how far I will take it. So I think we're live. We're going on here. Tell me in the chat if you can hear me okay, if everything's working okay. Otherwise I'll try to fix things as we go. I just realized I should get some more lights on here because that was a bit dark. Yeah, and last time it was 18 games last weekend, and now it's 18 more. And of course, I still have a few on my shelf in shrink, but I will take those sort of one at a time because they are sort of hot games or whatever in some sense. I have to do some sort of prioritizing here with the games, obviously. So, yeah. Let's see. So the chat is up and running. Let's get started. I'm just gonna pick one here. So we have Steamrollers, which is a game from Mark Gerritz from Flatlined Games. Don't know anything about this. Seems it came out 2018 at Essen, obviously. So let's get into the box and see what it is. And if you have any questions about the games or if you have any questions about the channel, just let me know. I'll try to answer as I go here. We'll try to sort of do a little bit of a chat at the same time as I'm doing these unboxings. So let's just open this up. The box was a bit dented there, but it doesn't matter that much. So we have some, yeah, you can register on their web page and so on. We have some cubes. And yeah, just tell me if the sound is okay and if you can see everything okay. Otherwise I'll try to fix this as I go, of course. So we have some standard cubes basically, but also what I'm looking for here is this little thingy. We have a little train. Looks cool. It's like golden, a golden meeple. That's cool. And of course this is some kind of train game, steamrolling. A bag, some dice, some other dice, not sure what that does. And a bag to pull things from, probably the cubes, I guess. And then we have a big block of, oh, so this is a roll and write. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. So I guess, yeah, because we have dice, we're going to roll and write and probably do our little train lines and so on here. And that looks really nice, actually. Okay, and then we have the rule book. And it seems we have some other things here as well. So the rule book, put that to the side. Then we have, I'm just worried that the sound is not working. I've tried out some different, okay, it is working. I tried out some different setups with my microphone. So obviously this is working. And so Steamrollers is obviously a roll and write where you have these player boards. Or at least this, maybe this is like a, I guess these are player boards. Then you have, let's see, here we're gonna punch some tiles out with different, maybe it's like objectives and such. It kind of looks like objectives almost, or maybe special powers as well. This looks like a bit of a special power tile. So there could be something like that we put out and maybe we can claim them or something. Here we have medium and hard. Okay, so these are like recommended sort of setups or something for different levels of difficulty. So more tiles. Let's check those out. And come on. And so yeah, not sure what they do, but this seems fairly easy. I'm probably trying to figure this out, and this is something I would like to do some sort of run through on. I do like roll and writes, so this looks fun. It looks fun to draw out here. I just realized though we don't have anything to draw with. There's no pens in here. So maybe it's not a roll and write. Maybe we're placing the cubes. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get to the gameplay of this. But that was Steamrollers. Let's keep moving on with another game. So just take a small one here. This is really weird in some ways. This is a collectible card game for dog lovers. Grand Dog Park. Something that Martin picked up at Essen. Obviously he talked to the publisher and they gave him this for review, sort of. Well, I guess it will be this unboxing. I don't know. For me it sounds weird. And a collectible card game is hard to sort of do a proper review of anyway. You need to play that a lot and get different cards and sets and all that stuff. But let's take a look at it. So with different rules in different languages. There we have English. We'll just toss the other ones. And let's take a look at the cards. And so okay, so good dog. So we have some dog cards, good dog, and okay, so they are just red or blue. Okay, these have a back, a proper back, and there's some like oh, so these are like some. I don't like when they do this. I talked about this last unboxing as well, where some game did this, where they put like different languages on the same card. I understand it's cheaper and all that, but I'd rather see they do different cards and then you can throw away those that you don't speak that language. I mean, yeah. Anyhow, that's a detail. Let's take a look at the cards themselves. So here we have like a Chewy. Let's see, can I do this like this? Maybe you can see it properly. So okay, so they have different names, different sort of abilities or stats, I guess. Some kind of value down here as well, and I guess you're just trying to collect dogs. I don't know. Seems weird to me, but maybe it's really fun, and maybe if you're a big dog lover, it says that you should be a dog lover too, that this game is for you. So yeah, small game there. Let's go on to something other here. Eat Me If You Can. Looks kind of fun with the, yeah. This is from Purple Brain. Okay, let's check this out. And just tell me in the chat or in the comments afterwards if you have any questions about games or the channel and so on. I'll try to answer as best as I can. These games I don't know that much about, some of them, but we'll figure something out if we can get the box open to start with. Oh, it's from Yellow. Oh, I didn't see that at first. That's pretty cool. They do make some nice stuff. Let's see if I can... come on here. There we go. Ah. Okay, so that's not a heavy game. That's the rules. Some standees. Some... I'm not sure what this is. I guess we can put like... There's a hole in them. The cards here that I will take a look at. And these are, seems like points cards or something like that. Then we have something here. Oh, okay, I see a connection here. So I guess you can put this thingy on here and like rotate it or something. Little house. It's like the, what's it called? The story about the little piglets in their houses, and the bad wolf comes and tries to huff and puff. Get them out of the houses to eat them. So I guess that's the theme here. We have some points markers there, and these tokens that I guess, is it a 5-player game? Oh yeah, it says to set up. Okay, so we have actually in here we have some. Here we have some stuff we can use. We have these little things, very very small though. They're supposed to go like this. This is where you can get a bit of a comic relief. Oh, I actually did it. I thought I was going to mess it up. Okay, so we can rotate this on that house for some reason. So more of the same here. So there's obviously 5 colors. 5 little pigs, and they all have their little thingies here that we can put together. Then we also have, of course, the big bad wolf. Look at that. And I guess he gets a standee or something like that. So yeah, so that's what's in the box here. And yeah, maybe this is a kids game, I don't know. Could very well be, for all I know. But this looks kind of cute, and it looks really easy to get into. It's probably one of those that we might do in like a live play. If me and Martin sits down to just play some games and try out some games, we could have this one in there for sure. Because it looks kind of cute. So that was Eat Me If You Can. And then we go on here. Takes a bigger one, Valhalla. This is a bit of a fun story with this one, because as I was at Essen, I was standing. The back is so bad though. Why don't they put like any image of the game on the back of the box? I just have to complain about that. I think that's bad. This is from Tetrahedron Games, and the funny story behind this is that when I was standing in line to pick up my press ID, or like validate my press ID, the first day of Essen, it was really hot, and this guy was standing next to me in line, and we started talking to each other, and it turns out he was, I'm not sure if he was the designer or if he was just working for the publisher, but anyhow, we really got along. And so he told me to later on stop by the booth and pick up a review copy. And then I totally forgot about it, because there was so much to think about at Essen. So I emailed him afterwards and said hi, and then he sent me this. So that was fun. Okay, so here's a bunch of tokens for different things. Not sure what they are. Some bags. I guess these are coins. Looks like coins in the game. Then we have, there's a lot of stuff in here. We have some cards here. And it's obviously some sort of Viking theme. These cards, not the highest quality either, but they're okay, I guess. Yeah, so there's like story snippets on these cards. That's kind of interesting. Maybe this is some sort of story-driven game. So fun to just open stuff that I don't know what it is, really. For me, at least. Maybe it's confusing for the viewers, I don't know. Here we have some runes, I guess. Looks like, yeah, like different runes. We can take a look at the actual cards themselves. Oh, this is in German. Oh, that's interesting. Is this whole game in German? I hope not. I hope not. Wow. Yeah, this is all in German. That's a bit weird, to be honest, because I think it was clear that I was from Sweden. Maybe they gave me a German version anyhow. How can we check that easily? I mean, it happens, and I am trying to learn more German. I speak a bit of German, but I'm not good enough to play a game or like read like that to be able to. So the rule book. Oh, here's in English. Okay, the rule book is in English. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's just those cards, or maybe I don't know. Then we have these tiles. I'm not sure what they are. That's some kind of I guess we can place tiles or something here. Okay. And we have some. Oh, that's a lot of. This is like bad production here, because there's so much. Wow, this is messing up my felt on my board. Okay, so here we have like a board with like warehouse, blacksmith, training ground, shipbuilder. Oh, it seems we have for each player. So maybe this is the player board, and you can sort of build or activate these things, I guess, as you play. Those tiles, and here we have some small dice, and they look kind of cool actually. I think it's just 6-sided dice, but they look a bit special, like the pips are a bit special on them. Okay, and some mini cubes. More cards. These don't have text though. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I have to send. Maybe these were placed in wrong or something. Maybe I need to email them and tell them that I got the German cards. That's not good. No playthrough then, if that's the case. There's no way I can figure that out. Here's some smaller cards, but these looks kind of cool. With like Viking ships and Vikings and so on. And they have some different stats on them as well. And let's see. Then we'll pack this up. I will get in contact with these guys and check so that they didn't send me some wrong stuff or something. Because here it's like, yeah, I don't know. It is a German publisher, of course, but okay. Then we'll move on to something even more international. So we have a Chinese game. At least I think it's China. I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. It could be Taiwan. I don't know much about the differences there and so on, all that. Sorry, but yeah. And this is kind of cute because this game is like in Chinese. But they put a sticker on here saying quick, quick, quick. So that's like the name of the game. And these games, I must say, there's 3 of these from the same company. They are not published in Europe. They're not on Board Game Geek. And normally I would say like, no, I'm not going to take a look at this even. But they were friendly. They were nice people at Essen. And they asked if they could send me these later on. And they sent me these 3 all the way from China. With English rules. There's English rules here. So I said, okay, well, I will take a look at it. I told them I'm not gonna promise that I will be playing the game, but I'll at least show it to the viewers in this format here. And it could be really good games. It could be really fun games. I don't know. It's just that it's so sort of far out from what I usually do when it's not even on Board Game Geek. That's always a bit scary for me. Because I'm not really interested in looking at prototypes and so on. But from what I understand, these are published in China and being sold and so on. Bunch of tiles with different figures on them and numbers. More tiles with numbers on them. And here we have some big tiles. It's some sort of tile-laying game, obviously. And these are like, I don't know if it's the different rooms. It looks like you can sort of build a map with these. You combine these. Somehow. Well, then you have your sort of characters, I think, on tiles and other tiles here. And cards and some tokens. And yeah, and there's English rules at least. So yeah, this is some, I mean, I'm just going to show it up here. And I hope that that's okay. And let's just do another one then. Here we have another one. And this one, they put the name on the shrink of it. I already removed the shrink because I want to see what it was. So I don't have the English name for this one, sadly. I tossed it away and just didn't realize it until later. Maybe it's on the rule book. Yeah, it is. Okay. 4 big strata. I don't even know what that means. In ancient China, official, farmer, worker, and merchant are 4 major occupations in the society. They created a civilization, blah, blah, blah. The goal is to build a society. Okay. And this looks pretty cool. But it's in Chinese. But anyhow. It looks nice. Here's the Chinese rulebook, obviously. Since I don't know any Chinese and so on, and I won't be able probably to get any videos out of this playing it. There's English rules, but yeah, there's still a lot of Chinese on the like cards and all that. So I will probably give this away to like some what's it called? The university where they study Chinese in Gothenburg, so that they can use this to try out, and maybe they like it and so on, and maybe that's a way for the publisher to get spotted as well, right? So here's some cards. Well, let's take a look at them. Let's do that. So okay, this is the back maybe, and yeah, this just Chinese text on the cards. I don't know how to play this. Chinese symbols as well. So that would be really, really hard for me to try to do some kind of playthrough of this. And I mean, yeah, I might next time someone asks me, then I will, you know, I'm learning as I go. Next Essen I will tell everyone that I talk to, every publisher, that I will not look at a game if it's not in English. Then we have Hunger the Show, and this is designed by a fellow Swede, actually, Pim Thunborg. Really nice guy, met him a few times, and I filmed his 2 latest prototypes. They were not on YouTube, it was just for his, you know, he needed films of them, so that's a totally different sort of part of my thingy here with the channel. I film prototypes and so on, but mainly not for YouTube. But if let's say that you're a publisher, or you're a designer, you're trying to reach out to publishers, it could be good for you to have a video of your game. Well, then you can contact me, we can work something out as well for that. So let's see, here's Hunger. Hunger, I think, is a show, if I'm not mistaken, in America, I guess. It's like, in Sweden we have this kind of show, it's called Robinson, which from Robinson Crusoe, obviously. Where people like, or you know, trying to survive, like, and they vote each other off the island. Isn't it called Survivor in American, I think? So I guess this is sort of on that theme, like Hunger the Show. People are trying to survive on an island, and yeah, they're grabbing chickens and whatnot. Okay. Some baggies. And yeah, I think it's like a, what's it called? Like a, you know, live where people are like trying to be the last guy standing and win some money and so on. So we have some tiles with chickens and rafts and some fruits and some canned fish and coconuts. And I got this at Essen. I think this is from a few years back though. I think so. I think it's on the box actually. So yeah, I mean, it's just fun to take a look at it. This is once again one of those games that me and Martin might play in one of these like live. We're gonna do some live marathon plays, like playing a whole day of live streaming. This is from, and it doesn't say which year it's from. Okay, anyhow, Phalanx is the publisher, so thank you to Phalanx for providing me with this. Then let's take a huge box here, and this is actually a Kickstarter that Martin picked up at Essen. So Warpgate, this was really kind of hyped when it was on Kickstarter a year ago or so, from Wolf Designer. And yeah, this is something I really want to play, really look forward to playing this. It's a 2-player game. Well, it's from 1 to 6, but I think it's really good with 2 players from what I've seen. And I'm going to play this with Martin for sure. This will probably be a proper run through, just like any other game, because this is somewhat hot to be watched. Let's see, put the box there. I'll just put it over here. So Warpgate, and we're in space. This is the player boards, I think. I thought this was just a 2-player game, but it's obviously from 1 to 6, so you can solo play this as well. That could be interesting for me for a playthrough. And yeah, these are like where you put cards for your turn. So you have 4 turns, you put out cards that will activate. And it looks really fun. I've seen, I think Antlab Games, I think they have a playthrough of this on YouTube if you want to check it out already. After this video, you can go check out their video there. They do really good playthroughs. I said that before. Here's some sort of board. I think you can mix these together somehow to form. Yeah, this is a few different boards. There's a lot of punch outs to do here. I'm not going to do that live, but I'm just going to show you the things here. So we have the player boards there. We have a lot of different tokens for different, I'm not sure what they do, but it looks nice with the planets and all that, these tokens and so on. Then we have these little plastic figures. That looks kind of cool as well. Well, it's like really cheap plastic, to be honest. But yeah, so they seem to be different characters or something, and we have these little ships in player colors as well that we will like fly around with on the map. And this feels like you know, Risk from 1990s plastic kind of type, which is I'm not a big fan of, but the gameplay of course could be great as well. So we have some cards. We'll just take a sample here and take a look at a few cards. And it is Aspire to Greatness. Okay, so these are like objectives basically. Yeah, these are objective cards. Here's like some during battle X3 cards play. Okay, these are like action cards or abilities, I guess, that you could be playing. And this looks nice, must say. Weren't there baggies with this? No, it wasn't baggies in this one. So more of these. This is like destroy one enemy ship. I guess these are like action cards that you can be playing. And I guess you will play them, depending on where you play them, they will be different strength and so on, I guess. Because you have those X times, different numbers. But I think that's it for this unboxing. Yeah, like here you have X, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was a quick just look at the game. We'll be back, I think, with the playthrough of this as well. So, Warpgate. Here we go. I will put this to the side. And let's take some small here in between. We have Libraria. This is sort of looking like a book, right? It's very cool. It's obviously a game about books, like libraries. So let's check out what's in here. And this is from XV Games. So there's some Italian here and so on, but there's rules in English, obviously. So we open this up. And we have some nice looking gems. I like these kinds of gems. And these seem to be popular in games these days. I see them a lot. I use kind of that same type of gems for Keyforge. Even though it doesn't come with the game. And a bunch of tiles with like books on them. That seems to be the whole game. A bunch of tiles with books on them. This is probably a fast played game, right? For 2 players. And really small rulebook. This is again something that me and Martin will be trying out and playing live in the future here. Later on in February we'll do like a live marathon day where we'll just play through a bunch of different games in one day. And then we have something special here as well, Alice. Also, this really looks like a book because it's actually the whole box. And then you just open it up like this. And you have the rule book. And it's in French and here's the English. And then all there is in here is a deck of cards. That's it. So let's take a look at them. And once again, don't forget that you have the live chat if you want to ask any questions. Maybe you could tell us where you're from and so on. It's always fun to know where people are from, the people watching. It's always interesting to see how many are watching from like Europe and how many Americans are watching and all that. And if you're from somewhere else, that's even more interesting. So let's see. Here we have some cards. This is like Alice in Wonderland, obviously. So we have like the Duchess there. Soldier, Caterpillar, some rabbit, and yeah, you play. It's a card game. You play these. I'm not sure if it's for kids or anything. I mean, the box kind of makes you think of a kid game perhaps, but at the same time, I like this. How it looks like a book. That's cool. So let's move on here with something totally different. New Corp Order, and it's a deluxe version from Two Tomatoes. Really nice guys. I think they're from Spain. Met them at Essen and they were so nice. I have a few games from them actually. I have Upstream over here is from them as well, and Peak Oil. So 3 games from Two Tomatoes here. And these I will try to do run-throughs for and so on in the future as well. But it's nice to just do this massive unboxing, so I get a bunch of games unboxed at once. So here we have New Corp Order Deluxe. This is some economical style game, from what I understand. Game about marketing and manipulation. Kind of cool rule book. It's like an actual book. So here we have some tiles, different colors, and kind of different corporations, it seems, or like stocks and so on. Not a big fan of stock games or like economy games set in the present world, but you never know. Maybe this is one that I will like. I'm not going to rule that out. So here we have some cards, and seems like it's different corporations like Campbell Media, Cole L Corp, and Coronotech. Yeah, so I think these are like different corporations, more of the same. Then we have these guys, look pretty cool, these meeples. So it's like, I think they're in player colors. See if you can see that. So yeah, just like probably like stockbrokers or something that we will be placing out. I must say that I guess these might be the deluxe thingy. This is the deluxe version. I'm not sure what is deluxe about this. Might be that if you don't have that deluxe version, maybe you just have wooden cubes or something. But I'm a bit surprised. I thought there would be some cool stuff in here because it's a deluxe version, but yeah, I haven't seen the other ones. This looks fairly basic to me, to be honest. Doesn't really ring the deluxe bell. I want some metal coins or something. Maybe there's no coins in this game. Okay, then we'll go on here with Backpacks and Blisters. This is a game from 2017, yeah. But Martin was really excited for this as he saw this on SM. And it's fun to take a look at it. It's a walking game. It's like a traveling game where you're out with your backpack and you're getting blisters, obviously, because you walk around the mountains. The Lakeland walking game for the Armchair Rambler. Sounds fun. Oh, here we go. Let's take a look at this. So we have a rule book, some tokens like walking sticks, and then you can add one circle. Yeah, okay, so you can get better at walking, your binoculars, sun protection. I guess all things that you might need when you're out hiking. I guess you're doing. Oh, here's a board. Okay, well, wait with that. Then we have here we have cubes and stuff, and these meeple looks kind of cool. So these are just standard wooden cubes, I guess. But then you have these. This is cool. You have like, oops, I'm tearing everything down. Let's see if I can show this to the camera somehow. It's gonna be tricky because they're really small. So this is like little hikers. And for some reason there's these small hikers here, and then there's larger ones here. Not sure what the difference is or anything like that, but they look kind of cool. I like when they do custom meeples for a game. I think that's pretty much, you know, these days, if you don't make custom meeples and so on, or custom dice and all that, you know, you're out of the loop. There's so many games being released, you need to have a nice looking game. So here's some cards. Oh, you can get blisters, change of weather, blueberry. What is that? Okay, it's a different kind of animals, I guess, you can meet. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, so this is once again one of those me and Martin will be playing live, I guess, trying it out. But let's take a look at the board as well. So the board, I like how this folds. It folds like this. Oh, this is way too big to be able to show it all to you, but oh, sorry, Draco, this is a bit tricky. But okay, so you walk around these different places and you stop at these spots, I guess. Here you have a rambling deck and some discards, and you have the points track on the outside. Looks a bit classic board game-ish style. So who knows, might be a fun game. We'll try it out and we'll see. I do like the artwork. I mean, it looks nice. So let's see, what do we have? We have 6 more games to go. Having a pretty good tempo here. What is it, 30-minute stream? Wow. Maybe I'm too fast. Let's do something that I'm actually bought myself. This is not from SN, actually. This is a Star Wars Destiny that I bought recently. It's a 2-player game of Star Wars. Really cool stuff. I was planning to do a separate unboxing and so on for this, but it just kind of felt in the loop here because, yeah, it's been sitting on my shelf for a while. So why not include it in this unboxing? And I think a lot of people already know about this game. It's been out for a few years. It's a really cool. This box is kind of weird though. Okay, it's like this. So this is from Fantasy Flight Games, and it's like a, speaking of custom dice, these are really cool. So all the characters have their own die that they roll, and you get to die if you play that character, sort of. Let's see if we have any famous guys out here. Here's that guy, oh, whatever his name is. Keep forgetting. Come on. Tell me in the chat if you know the name of this guy. It's from the Rogue One movie, right? What's it called? Oh, can't remember what it's called. Here's like Ren, at least. And Kyle, I think they're called. Yeah, and you have the cards. Kylo Ren is the guy's name. Okay. So what's the girl called then? I thought she was. Wow, I'm so bad at these new movies. I'm an old-fashioned Star Wars fan. Love the old movies. I do like the new movies as well, but yeah, Kylo Ren. There's the guards, pretty cool. And the cool thing is, like, you can have Kylo Ren, and he has his die, and then you can equip him with the crossguard lightsaber, and then you get another die that you get to roll. So this is really cool. I really like this artwork. Wow, so amazing. Fantasy Flight Star Wars, that's always good. Yeah, Rey, she's called Rey, of course. Luke's protection. There's Luke, the old Luke. So yeah, this is a fun game. I was about to head into this, you know, just all in, and then Keyforge came out. So Keyforge kind of stopped it for me. Otherwise I would have been playing this like crazy. But this is a like trading card game, I think it's called. So it's yeah, it's much more, yeah, you buy like booster packs and all that. This is something else than Keyforge entirely, because if I play one of these games, the risk is that I will play it way too much in terms of buying booster packs and all that. And you have like damage tokens and all that that you would expect from this kind of game. But I'm happy that I picked this up, because I will play this at some point. And I know Martin is playing this a lot. He got like all the cool stuff for this. So if you want to find like Luke, then you need to buy booster packs and hope that you get lucky, which is could be terrible for your economy. Then let's take a look at Dyson Dragons. This game is from Golden Age Games, and it's designed by Elad Goldstein. And these guys are one of my favorite publishers as well. The other guy on there, the other designer, P.D. Schechter, I consider a friend. Really nice guy. We have a lot of contact and so on. He's helped me out a bunch with my Draco's Adventure game that is going to come later this year as well. So let's take a look at this. From what I understand, it's a roll and write dungeon crawler, which sounds interesting. So we have dice, and once again, I love custom dice. I like that they put in the effort to make something special. It's not just like your standard 1, 2, 6. This is much cooler when you have different symbols. Oh, there's a dragon. So I know somebody will like this game. Draco is he's so shallow as well. If there's dragons in the game, he instantly likes the game. It doesn't matter what you do in the game or if it's good or anything. Anyway, this is some campaign booklets. That's kind of cool. So you play like a campaign, and I just want to show you the artwork here. Look at those dragons, really nice. Then we have a player guide, the rule book. Then we have these that are like for the roll and write. So here you have like experience and gold, and here's different dragons, I guess, that you will be fighting, and so on. Really nice stuff. I think this game looks awesome. And here's like the player sheet that you will fill in, I guess, when you do actions and when you go, you know, yeah, you get level up experience, you get gold, and you have hit points and armor class and all that. It's like classic dungeon crawler, but in a roll and write setting, which will be really interesting. This will come as a what's it called, run through with Draco in the future on the channel as well. This is something I will focus on. Really cool stuff. So yeah, I will definitely learn this and try it out. I do like roll and writes, and fun with the dungeon crawler thing. This is a bit special as well. It's not they don't have these eraser pens. It's normal pens, but then I guess you write on one of these and then you throw it away, right? And you have a bunch of them. So that's interesting. Dyson Dragons, I really like the layout on this as well. Then we have Upstream from Two Tomatoes. Those nice Spanish guys. I think they're Spanish. There must be. Yeah, there must be. It's always like that. All people are Spanish or Italian. That could be hard to distinguish. I guess it's like Swedes and Norwegians. Who knows the difference, right? Except if you're a Swede or a Norwegian. So here we have the rulebook. Pretty thick one. But yeah, it's in different languages, okay? Because I don't think this game is complicated at all. You have these tiles, which like fish. And I like the artwork on this. This is like a, not pixeled, but what's it called? Yeah, it's really cool. So you have, and I think you kind of build a map using these tiles, and it's, you know, upstream. You build like a river with bears and eagles fishing and pelicans, and yeah. And then you have some tokens with different fish symbols on them as well. So I guess you can sort of fish and get fish. I guess the salmon tokens. Yeah, you need to get some salmon, which is lovely to eat as well. And that's Upstream. And this is a game, once again, that will be run through. I will get back to this and show you the gameplay, because I think this looks cool. It's from 2017. Alright. Then let's finish off with this third and final Chinese game. This looks fun. Looks like some Angry Birds with, you know, hatching eggs and something. I don't know. Once again, I have to check the name. Oh yeah, this game is called Fight Chicken. And English rules and some Chinese rules. It's funny that the Chinese rules are, of course, if I'm not mistaken, they read like this. So they're written like this instead of, yeah. Oh, here's the actual Chinese rulebook as well. So then we have some cards, and once again, Chinese text on the cards. It doesn't really help that the rulebook is in English, because there's no way I can play this anyway when it's, you know, it's not English text in the game. Some tokens. And I like this insert. It's pretty good. It's well made. You know, I have place for all the different. So here I have like blue birch and green and brown. You have these tiles, like big tiles. Maybe you don't need to know the. Yeah, you probably don't need to know the. I think that's actually the name of the game that's on the back. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can figure it out anyhow. So that is Fight Chicken. And at least I've shown it to you, and then we have 2 more games to go. So we have Peak Oil, which is a game I heard about beforehand. It's from 2 Tomatoes, and once again, this is sort of economical thingy game, which is not my kind of favorite. Well, I do like economic games, you know, when it's set in like medieval times or that, but this is like about the oil crisis, obviously. A game about crisis and profit. So, and I did also, I should show you actually, I did also get some other stuff for this game. They threw in some, a mini expansion called Spillover. There's an expansion from Trianum, I have to put that in the box. And so this is a mini expansion for the game. And I also got some promo with a little button there, Peak Oil. And a fun contract on the other side where you say that you took bribes and such. Which is really fun. So let's see. We have a baggie. Some oil barrels, I guess. Bunch of player tokens. Some cards. Oh, I like when they do this. They have these card holders. This is interesting. So this is in German. It's always so interesting with these Essen games. You never know what you get. So is the game in German, or is it just... Ah! We don't play with this one, we play with this one. This is in English. Yeah, it's the same thing, but in German. Okay, I can probably just remove these from the game, I guess. And focus on the English cards. So we have... a portfolio. Here's some different, like, oh, here's for Upstream. And so we have different regions, and they, like Russia, they give some oil barrels. Okay. I'm going to just quickly here, I'm going to check something. Because I am suspecting... Oh yeah, I do have a chat. I've been sitting here this whole time and I didn't think I have had a live chat, and there's a lot of people in the chat. Wow. Yeah, I don't see it on my phone for some reason. Hey Brian, hey Martin. Martin is excited for the Chinese games. And hey Doug. Wow, I just realized it. It was the same last time I streamed that I didn't see the chat. Okay, yeah. So there is a live chat. That's nice. Okay, so peak oil. Here's the German rules. Let's toss those away. And then let's take a look at the actual punching out here. Oh yeah, Doug is from Austin, Texas. That's cool. So much when you unbox games, there's so much little annoying thingies that end up on the table. I don't understand why. Well, like on the side here. Wow. Okay, so we have different tiles here. Then we have a board, I think. I don't understand why it doesn't show me the live chat on my phone. Oh, now it does, for some reason. Huh. Okay. Well, that's good. It's so annoying that I sit here and I don't think that anybody's typing anything, and then you actually are. Okay, so the board looks like this. And this is like a... Yeah, we have the different regions here. Corporations on the side. We can invest, develop, expand. And yeah, so it's like a market game. Not that excited about market games, but this might be fun. We'll try it out at some point, see how it is. And you never know, might be surprised. I do like Power Grid. That's a classic board game. That's a market game, sort of. So that's it. And finally, the final game for tonight is Tikal. And this is once again pretty fun because, well, it's not fun, but it's weird. That this is from Keys and Kramer. This is a classical game, Tikal, and this is a new printing. And I was excited for it, and I said like, oh yeah, I would like to film that. And they said, yeah, sure, take your review copy. And then I didn't realize until I came home that this is in Dutch. And I looked it up on Board Game Geek, and that's the only version that I could find, German or Dutch. So obviously they gave me a Dutch version. They probably thought that I was, Dutch, since I wanted it. So that's pretty funny. Now I have no idea how to play this, of course, because I think it's all in Dutch. But we'll see. Maybe there's a way that I can play this somehow from Keep Exploring Games, Tikal. If I can figure out a way, because the rules are in Dutch. I can find English rules, of course, on Board Game Geek, I imagine. And then let's see, maybe there's no language on here, there's no text on there. Maybe there's no text on the actual tiles, so then it might work out anyhow. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. So these really big, nice tiles, and yeah, no text on these, of course, and there's no text in the game, I guess, so that's why the thing. I can just get the English rules and I can play this probably, because this seems fun. It's like, classic Euro game, from what I understand, where you have this whole map of jungle, obviously, and you're out in the jungle here, and I guess you put out these tiles, you're exploring and so on, which sounds fun. And then you trying to find some pyramid or something, it looks like. And these are pretty cool, really cool actually. Wow, look at this. So this is like pieces that I guess we can build a pyramid, even have a little top piece. I guess we can build, this is really heavy stuff, really nice thick plastic, and I imagine that we're going to try to build like this like an ancient pyramid in the jungles. That looks pretty cool. And we have, these are cool. Mini meeples. I think this is the smallest meeples I ever seen. See if you can see that on the camera. Look at that, so cute. Mini meeples in different colors. That will go out on the board, obviously. Really cool. There's the red ones. Oh, I like that. That is just such a nice touch with the super tiny meeples. And some guys there as well in different colors, little bigger ones. I guess these are like your expedition or something that you have out there with the mini meeples. Yeah, little tents as well, wooden tents. You can probably camp out here on the map as you explore the jungle. Try to build this pyramid, obviously. I'm really excited to play this now. Really cool components. And a bunch of punching out to do there. And as I said, yeah, I can just get the English rules. So I'm happy about this. I was a bit discouraged at first because I thought, no, I can't speak Dutch. How's that gonna work? But this seems to be maybe working out anyhow. Nice. Okay, so that was 18 games. But this was so fast. Oh, hey, DJ. This was so fast that I'm actually gonna pull up a few more. Because I just love to get them unboxed and get these things going. So I'll just do a few more. Let's see here. We have a few here on my shelf, still in shrink. And I'll open them up so we can take a look at them. So 3 more. Bonus! It's a bonus addition to the stream. There we go. So we have Gnomopolis, Downforce, and Bunny Kingdom. I'll open these as well. Heard a lot of good stuff about Bunny Kingdom, and this is the second printing where the board is bigger, obviously. There was some complaints about it being too small. Downforce looks really cool. I really like a lot of hype about this game. People talk a lot about it. I heard a lot of good things about it. It seems like a good racing game. I know I was like in one of the I think Dice Tower had it on like a top 10 list for racing games and so on. Or maybe for like games from 2017. I think it's from 2017. So first of all we do the Essen game, which is Gnomopolis. Oh, DJ, have you played Downforce? That's cool. I'm excited to try it out. Gnomopolis seems really fun as well. It's a gnome building game that came out here at Essen last year. And let's see, it's well, that's not English. I think it's Italian or something. No. Yeah, it's it's Portuguese. Okay, I think the Conclave. I think this is a Portuguese company. So the English rules. Then we have some tokens, mushrooms. Instantly think of Super Mario Bros. Of course. And look at this. We have plastic cups in this game. What the? So, if you need a drink in between the game. So we have the 4 player colors actually having their own plastic mugs. That's really cool. So if I don't like the game, at least I have, yeah, I'm just kidding. Here's some player boards. Yes, with symbols on them and all that. This is exciting. I wasn't expecting that when I opened the box to find these mugs. Let's open the cards here. See how they look. And okay, so we have different kinds of rooms or buildings. And yeah, I think the cards look nice. And it's all about gnomes, obviously. So here's the actual gnomes. Wow, I already like this game. Just for the components. So here we have some gnomes in different color. I think that's gnomes. It looks like it, with their pointy hats. Like all gnomes have, you know that. And then we have... What is this? This is like some dinosaurs or something. Wow, that's really cool. Dinosaur meeples. Or it's like these thingies that they ride on. Probably not dinosaurs, but some weird creature. And the cups, I just think that's so fun. I'm not sure how this works. I want to learn this, you know, right away. I'm so curious about... And there's some stuff in here, but that's because it fell out from the punching. Wow, this game, I want to try it out right away. I want to know how to use these cups. Wonder if I can get this played maybe tomorrow even. Or on Monday maybe. Try this out. There's so many games I want to try out, of course, but this looked really interesting. And there's like these big mushroom tiles. And there wasn't that many of them, so I just punched them out right away. So I get that done and get rid of the... So much to throw away, so much cardboard. It's not really environmental to do board gaming, but that's how it goes. And there's a nice insert for the cups and everything. Really cool stuff. Monopolies. Wow. I mean, might be... That doesn't mean that it's a good game to play, but it looks really cool with those. Fast strategic game. You have your little cup up there, obviously. Cool stuff. Okay, so Downforce. Let's take a look at this. And this is not for... I didn't get this from SM. Well, in sort, I got it from SM because I met with Yellow. It's Funny Kingdom and this one. Talked about it and so on, but they didn't have review copies there at the time. But I got it from Enigma from Asmodee Nordic, which is sort of the distributor for Yellow in Northern Europe anyway. So it comes from them. So, oh, this is from Restoration Games. Oh yeah. I think Yellow is some... I don't know. So, rulebook. Here we have the players. So, these, and I'll do a run through of this with Draco. Do some racing. I'm not sure if you can be 2 players. Maybe you need to be more, and then Luna could join us or something, or Martin if that works out. So here's the board. See if we can take a look at it a little bit at least. Looks nice. Pretty basic artwork, I would say, but that doesn't really matter if the game's fun, right? It looks okay, and I guess we'll be racing out here, and we will be racing with our little cars, and these look really cool. These are like actual toys. So this is like a actual little, you know, it's not a meeple, it's not like a wooden whatever, it's actual little racing car in different player colors. And I guess you can be a lot of people. Can I check that somehow easily? How many can you be? Oh, you can be 2 to 6. Okay. That's cool. And here's like a scoring, there's a lot of scoring paper there. And some cards. I guess the cards are what drives the game, from what I understand. And I like that. I like when it's not a racing game with dice. There's a few of those. And I prefer drawing cards or playing cards to rolling dice most of the time. So, I'm not sure how this works, but... Speed, okay. Speed and power. Okay, yeah. Maybe you guys watching knows how it works, because it's been out for a while, maybe you already played it, but for me it's just, wow, a lot of baggies in here. Different sizes as well. Not really sure how those are supposed to be used, because you only have the cards here. So that's kind of weird. There's already a bag for these. These don't need a bag. Oh, that's not that much stuff in this game, to be honest. I thought it would be more thingies in here, because it's quite heavy, but it's the board that's heavy. So that's Downforce. I look forward to playing this. And I will try it out as soon as I can. Oh. And finally, let's do Bunny Kingdom. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, I already opened it like that, okay. I was gonna unbox this and then something else came up. I prefer doing unboxings like this in the live show. More fun to be able to chat with you guys as well, and it goes fast and easy to get a bunch of games unboxed. Why not? So Bunny Kingdom, this game I do know a bit about. It's a drafting game, and there's a lot of bunnies in it, which Draco's excited about, because you know you're not gonna get to eat the bunnies, Draco. He thinks he gets to eat them, but there's no way. I want the game. I don't want to lose pieces of the game, right? Because here they are. Stay away. We have the bunnies. They're really cute. They're really, really cute. Okay, so DJ is telling us in the chat for Downforce that you play a card on your turn, then move every card on the card from top to bottom. Okay, so everybody moves on your turn. Look at these bunnies though. This is just too cute. And you can imagine why Draco... Well, Draco, why do you want to eat these? I mean, they look cute. You like cute things. We can get you some meatballs or something instead that you can eat. Here's some... What is this? Really packed in here. Some kind of tiles. Oh, it's little... Oh, look at this. It's little castles. So cool. Little plastic castles that I guess you can put bunnies in this. And they have really good packaging for this as well, because they could break obviously with those towers. And here's larger castles. Yeah, it's the same thing but larger ones. And let's see, what I heard was like there was some complaints on the first printing of the game because people thought the board was too small, and so it got really crowded with all the bunnies out there. And then from what I understand, they should have made a bigger, larger board now. I don't know, I haven't seen the first one, so I just heard about this. But you have a lot of spots out here that you will place bunnies on. I've seen pictures when people play this and it's like full of bunnies out there. So we have some cards. So let's take a look at those. I heard that it's a really good drafting game. I know Martin really likes this one. He has it. He has the first printing. So I guess you will draft these cards and they will do different things for you. You can place out bunnies and so on. Player aid. They have a harvest phase, yeah. And a bunch more cards, so I guess it's more of the same. Well, maybe not, because these look a bit different. Let's check them out as well. So, yeah, these look really, really nice. The artwork here. I guess these are the cards that you draw off, the action cards sort of. They have like this different spots on the map, I guess, like H7. And then you can activate things, or you can place things and so on. Huh, that looks interesting. You have these little tokens. Yeah, I'm pumped to try this one as well. This is gonna get a run through, of course, as well. And see if I play it with Draco, I guess. It's from 2 to 4 players. From yellow. So Bunny Kingdom, so that was, what is it, 21 games unboxed. And that's a lot of games, and yeah, most of them will be coming back in some form or shape, in a live playthrough or in an unbox or a run through or a solo playthrough and so on as time goes by. It's gonna take a while to go through all the SN games obviously, but hopefully I'll be done before the next SN. What is it, 2, so it's like 8 months to go, yeah. And of course a lot of other games come out as well during this time that I will be covering as well, so it's not just the SN games. But that was the live stream. Thank you so much for watching. If you watch afterwards, just tell me in the comment section if you have any questions or so on. I will have to clean up my table now because there's so much fiddly, messy stuff coming from all the unboxings, which is annoying, but that's how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening or morning, whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye bye.